We all have a common problem. I frogged one of my crochet pieces recently, and I was left with a bit of yarn and a lot of ideas on what to make. I quickly realized that it was a problem most, if not all, crochet artists face. Let's say you just got a fresh batch of yarn and you are so excited because you have so much you want to make, but that's the problem. There is so much you could make. Choosing one seems almost impossible. Well, I have a solution to this. Uh, sort of. Okay, let's just call it a few tips or advice for anyone struggling to decide what to make. Naturally, I tend to be pretty indecisive when it comes to making even the smallest decisions, so I wasn't surprised when choosing a crochet outfit to make turned out to be a huge task for me. Sometimes I would start off making one thing, and then halfway through, I'll decide that I didn't want to make it anymore, or I'll discover something better to make. Soon, I would find myself in a disastrous cycle of starting something new, only to give up halfway and then frog it and start another project, only to give up and start another project, and it was so exhausting. So, I came up with a formula that is 100, 90, okay, 80% guaranteed to help you find what to make. And I'll be using myself as a test subject to prove that it actually works. So, let's get into this video.
I try to follow an elimination order to narrow my choices until I find the perfect thing to crochet. Of course, I do this mentally, but for the purpose of this video, here is a visual representation of what it looks like. All my crochet choices will start at the bottom, and each round will feature a factor that enables me to eliminate choices that don't make the cut. At the end, whatever makes it to the top is the winner, and that's what I'll make. So, factor number one is want versus need. In life, it is a general rule of thumb to separate your wants from your needs. For example, you have $10 and you need to get something to eat. But as you pass by a store, you saw a really cute purse that is $10. It will make sense for you to get what to eat rather than to buy the purse. You could always come back for that purse when you have more money.
The same rule can be applied when deciding what to crochet. Consider things like, is this the right season for what I'm about to make? Will I actually wear this? And if you plan on gifting someone, think about what they'd actually appreciate or need so that you don't end up wasting your time.
The test subject, me, needs to crochet something comfy and stylish, but also light and airy to combat the sunny days. By cross examining my choices alongside my needs, I can quickly eliminate sweaters because it is mostly sunny where I am at, and making a sweater right now wouldn't be fitting. I can also eliminate headphone covers because I don't have a headphone. Take a good look at the yarn you have in store. Is it enough for your project? I know how many times I started a new project only to realize halfway in that my yarn wouldn't be enough. Checking if the yarn you have around is enough and is the right weight for your project can help you narrow your choices even further. Back to the test subject. I only have 100 grams of worsted yarn in the color light brown, so that will mean my yarn isn't enough to make a shirt or this skirt, and the weight of the yarn isn't light enough, so I can't make this top or the gloves. I always find myself itching to crochet something at the oddest times. I might have an upcoming event to attend to, and I will decide literally the day before that I want to wear something I saw while scrolling through Pinterest. If you're like me, it means you're always pressed for time, so it would be better to choose something that doesn't take a lot of it. Right now, I'm currently at home and basically jobless, so time is not an issue for me. Imagine trying to teach a baby to drive. That's how tough it is trying to crochet certain things as a beginner. A beginner crochet artist has no business trying out complicated patterns and stitches. It will just leave you burnt out and frustrated. Trust me on this. You're better off saving that complicated pattern until you're ready to make it and trying something simpler instead. I'm neither a beginner nor pro crochet artist, so I'll say I'm right in the middle. And most of my choices are beginner friendly, so I can't eliminate anyone. I have 4 choices left and one final tip to give, so I'm going to make it count. The most effective way to sift through your choices and pick out exactly what you want to make is to trust your instincts. Which of these choices excites you the most? Chances are you already knew what you wanted to make from the start and you were just a little bit confused. But now that we've eliminated a few of your choices, your answer should be clearer and staring right at you. Initially, I wanted to crochet leg warmers because I thought they were really cute. But then I scrolled through Pinterest and I saw some other stuffs that I wanted to make and I got confused. So I decided to make a video about my confusion instead. While creating this video, I saw this backpack and I haven't been able to stop thinking about it since then. Sure, I still want to make the leg warmers and the top. And heck, even this skirt I eliminated a while back. But this backpack, this is where my heart is at, and that's what I'll be making. So I hope you were able to get 1 or 2 tips from this video, and I hope you actually enjoyed this because it took me a ridiculous amount of time to edit.